Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is being Ilomic, where we live, we love and we grow in grace. And my name is Philomena. If you're new here, karibu sana. Been a while, 2 weeks, right? So I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and for a while I mean by 2 months. Because if I remember well, I moved back into this room 2 months ago, and that's when I brought this box here. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you the story of this box. Yeah. Okay guys, so the story of this box is that it has, I think it was my brother's or mine. No, mine was green. My brother's primary school high school box. Yeah, the one that you go to boarding school with. This was my brother's for primary school, and what it contains is not my brother's. It contains my high school books, mostly exercise books, because I gave away my textbooks, my revision books, and my past papers files. But I kept my exercise books, because in my previous life I was a hoarder, but these days I am transforming. I am becoming a better person at letting go of things that do not serve me in this current life. So that's what we are going. We're kind of purging my old life, and what we are doing is going through my high school exercise books, and we will see if there are those that we will keep. I don't know what qualifies anything for keeping in this box, but most of them we are definitely going to ban, and that is going to be so good. It's going to be so good for my soul. So let's do this, right? Yes. Okay, now yeah, I am kind of doing this. I didn't go to film school, but you know, I've seen these things and I'm doing these things. Thank you very much. Ooh, oh Jesus, oh Lord. First of all, it's breaking up. Wow. Well, I have not seen these things in God knows how long. Wishing cards, my brother's wishing cards. Why do we have Actually, I am not the only one responsible for this mess. I have just found out. My brother's books are here too, and his wishing cards. I'm sure I burnt mine, but his are here. I don't know why. I don't know what he thinks they're going to serve him, how they're going to serve him. This must have been for a textbook. Kind of Simuturi. This must be a revision book by Simuturi. Who remembers? If you studied during our time when education system was the education system the way it was, who remembers Simuturi for math? I do. Receipts, school fees receipts, St. Charles Luanga. If you're an alumni from this school, my brother's school, hi. Oh God. Okay, so what's going to happen, and this video has already gone too far, is I'm going to go through these books, and in between I'm going to be telling you some of my memories from my high school, and hopefully this will make this process interesting, and you know, I will fulfill whatever plan I was having in my brain, right? Yeah, so let's do this. Let's start. So I went to high school, to St. Anne's Mobile Girls in Kitui. Yeah, it was a good school. At the time that I at the time when I joined Form 1, it was a 2-stream school. By the time I completed my KCSE, by the time I completed my high school, we were a 4-stream school. And it was a center of excellence. It was a good school, but personally I'd say, well, let me just be honest, because every time that I mention this, my mom is like, stop discouraging people from going to your school. But well, the more I grow up, the more I realize that maybe the problem was not the school. Maybe I don't know what was wrong, but for me, in terms of books, perfect. It was good. The teachers were amazing. The principal was amazing. It was amazing. In terms of faith, perfect, especially for a Catholic girl, or for it's a girls' school. Yeah, so it was perfect even for my faith. And I think that is as much as good for me went. Well, in terms of dreaming big, of course, it was good. Here's the thing that I feel that it let me down on, and maybe it's not just the school, it's just the system, is that it didn't I got out of there with, I don't know, I had a poor socialization. It was difficult for me to socialize because I was used to a life, and to this point, a life of, like, it's like a system. You wake from the time you wake up to the end of your day, you know exactly where you're supposed to be, what you're going to be, and it has been set for you. So you're not able to take charge on your own. And maybe it's just a problem with me, but that system of everything being outlined for you was a problem for me after school. And the other thing is, there was no time for socializing. Our lunch breaks and suppers were like 15 minutes. You can't, or 15 to 30, you can't talk and eat and socialize. Oh, okay, talk is socializing. During that time, it's a short time to do that. So that's the only thing that I had an issue with. And well, it was not something that I could not deal with. I have dealt with it, and I keep dealing with it. So here we are. Okay, let's talk about my favorite subject. My favorite subject was chemistry. I don't know. I don't know. I have difficulty between chemistry and math, because with math, I didn't have to work for it. A teacher explains something in front of me. If I have a positive attitude to words, whatever it is that they are teaching, I'm going to get it. I don't have to go through it a second time. It came naturally. And maybe because of my background with my mom, math has always, even in primary school, wherever I've gone to, and I'm holding a math book, it was just easy for me. And then chemistry was just my best subject, and I didn't strain with it also. It came naturally. I understood things, and maybe it was because it's just there. Which brings me to my worst subject, history. I think I have a problem with things that are set on stone and you cannot change. I like things that are movable, like chemistry or math. They are movable. With history, whatever is stated is fact. You can't change it. If our first president died in 1978, the only right answer is 1978. If you change it to 1979, then you're either a liar or that didn't happen. That's just it. That's what makes history my worst subject, and I failed at it. I got a B- in history, which is the one subject that made me get a lower grade. Let's blame it all on history, guys. Let's blame it all on history. So in terms of these are math books, mathematics, our teachers were amazing. My favorite teacher must have been our English teacher, Mr. Kilonda, who left at some point, I think in Form 4. I don't know, I don't remember. And there was Miss Motoa. There was this one, Mr. Motoa. They're not husband and wife. They're just, one is a miss, the other one is a mister with a wife, a separate wife. But he was our math teacher. He was an amazing teacher. There were classes where he would come and it was story time. And it was amazing because I like stories. What is this? Faith. So here's the thing about Faith and Mother Legal. So there are nuns in the school, well, around the school, and so one is posted to the school. So our sister during that time was called Sister Rachel. Sister Rachel was amazing. Oh, Sister Rachel was amazing. And funny thing is that when I went to university, I met her last birth sister in our school. Can you imagine? I think except her and one brother, her other siblings, they all are religious people. By religious, I mean they're either nuns or priests. Imagine that life. Anyway, so Sister Rachel used to give this book is a choir book. Well, we would write songs for mass there. I'm telling you, it was so good for my faith. CRE book, it was amazing. This is for revision for my math and chemical equations. Is all I can see. Mathematics. So here's the thing. You remember in the last video I told you I am an organization freak. It started early. So what we used to do, because the lockers are small usually, you have at the back of the class like a place where you place your books, for books that you do not need in your locker, but you will need for your revision. For instance, by the time you get to Form 4, you have your Form 1 books, Form 2 books, Form 3 books, and they can't all fit in your locker. So you put them in a bag and put them at the back of the class. So when you are revising, you can go and get them. So what used to happen is I could pick my books with my eyes closed because they were arranged. Math, I knew they were like 5 books or 6 or 10, I don't know how many. And then after that it was math, English, Swahili, biology, chemistry, physics, history, and CRE and then history. That's how I organized my books. And even in my locker, that's how my books were organized, and that's how my textbooks and revision books, that's how they were organized. Organization. Here's the thing, the one subject that frustrated me, it's not the whole of high school, but it has to be Swahili. Here's why it frustrated me. With my languages, I don't know, from when I was young, I wanted to speak good, like I wanted to be able to communicate well. So when I just saw my best friend's handwriting on one of my books, guys. This is very emotional. Anne, I love you, girl. Oh, Anne. Anne. See, we have gone through things together. It is well, my sister. It is well. This is English. What was I saying? I think I was speaking about Swahili. If I was not speaking about Swahili, it is what it is. So here's what happened with my Swahili. My communication. Yeah, that's where we are. So with English, I just didn't want to pass English for the papers for the grade. I wanted to be able and to have a knowledge so that I'm able to speak well, to speak fluently. So most people ask me, where did you know, how did you learn to speak the kind of English that you speak? I mean, I am not Lily and Molly kind of there, but I am somewhere my own level of good English. Or Swahili, it's because I wanted to be able to communicate well. It was important for me, which means that when the teacher was teaching in class, I was paying attention. Okay, and then KCSE comes, and then guess what happens? Shit happens. Do you know what shit happens? So my literature, both English and Fasihi in Swahili, I was bad at them. I was horrible. I hated them. Hakuna maana ya kunanio. I hated them. You know, attitude. The way you're told, oh, your attitude will make you fail or pass. Yes, that happened. So what happened is the exam comes. The English literature was good. I did well in English. I think I got a B+. Fasihi happens. And it was horrible. It was horrible. I think out of what was the pass marks? I don't know. Out of 100, I probably got a 40 or a 30 or a 20, guys. I think I only, like, the only sure answer I had was for one question out of all the other questions for my Fasihi paper. I felt horribly, and by the time I was getting out of that class, I knew that I had failed. At the exam room, I knew that I had failed. So my Swahili nanio comes, and guess what I've scored? B-. It broke my heart. Swahili, you broke my heart.